gonna do a quick breakdown of the week four's games, real quick. We had another good week, another good competitive week. I like the direction the league is going. Some good teams, some people coming up, people getting better, people falling off. First game we're gonna go over is the Raiders and Eagles. I'm trying to set this up though. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there we go. All right, week four games. First game we got is the Raiders and the Eagles. Ray Honcho and Rose. Rose is a bum. I just want to put it out there. Had to kick him out of coaches conference this week because he's no longer relevant. I can't have a guy on my team that's a bum. Sorry about that, Rose, but I'll have to go to the bum coaches meetings. Let's look at this game. 285, 273 offensive yards was about the same. 186 rushing, 128. We only had 5 first downs. Rose had 19. I don't know how Rose 21-6 be possessing the ball like that and still be losing. He'll hold the ball all game and don't score. I don't understand that. Jordan Love for Philly, 153 in the touch. Jameis Winston only 99 yards and an interception. I keep telling y'all, this is an offensive year. Passing the ball, you will not win with a bum quarterback. And Jameis Winston name should be James is not winning. He's a bum. Pollard 133 for 177, 2 TDs. He had a good time. Breida for Ray 111 for 128 with 2 touchdowns. Ray comes away with the victory, 31-17. Just Larry came back with a vengeance after that 30-3. Oh, he whooped on DL. The Bengals whooped on DL 41-0. Shut him out. Maybe he didn't like that. 243 to 115 game. He really didn't do nothing offensively though. 0 turnovers to 3. I don't see how brothers in this league is getting goose eggs like this. After giving up 70 points a week earlier, just Larry comes back and wins 41-0. He made a trade with Drew and the Giants for Jared Goff. 262, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That arm is still a noodle though. I like the move for both players. He got Zeke too, I think. Zeke 19. He didn't do nothing with Zeke though. Just Larry, I want to give you some props for this, but I got to see more. You gave up 70 points last week. Good win for you though. 41-0. That was a nice win after giving up 70 points. Ryan and the Broncos, a little rivalry they got going. He beat the Chiefs 27-18. He was willing to play him too. Said he knew he can beat him. 210 and 163 total yards. He had 4 turnovers. Chiefs only had 2. Chiefs doubled him up on time possession. Dak Prescott won 216, 2 touchdowns. He threw 4 interceptions though. Tua, wow, that's terrible. 81 yards, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks, 10 of 20. James play all his games though. I will give him that. He fight to the end. Carson, he got a bum team. 1647. Tagliabue. Jacobs, man. Both these guys bums, though. Michael Thomas. We can keep going. Ryan come away with the 27-18 victory. Jags Jets, the game of the week. It was a good game too. The Jets showed his dominance in the end though. He pulled that win out over Meach. Meach had 326 yards, though offense to 340. First downs 18-6. Wow. 16-11. Time of possession for the Jags. See what Russell Wilson did. He let Russell Wilson get loose. 301 yards, 2 TDs. Russell did throw 2 picks. Mahomes won 271 for two touchdowns. 2 interceptions. Mahomes 8 for 63, 2 touchdowns rushing. He tried to make it a Mahomes day, and Coach White's a good defender. He wasn't having that. Hines 9 for 34, Wilson 7 for 32, Marlon Mack. Nothing outstanding on the stats, but he looking good over there in AFC, looking to get back to the bowl. Who we got next? Saints beat the CPU. Vic was on suspension. His front office pulled the bamboozle, and I beat him. We ain't gonna go over them stats. I don't like to go over CPU stats. We will look at our rookie though. 362, 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Wait, not fact. Let's go ahead and quit. Curtis Samuels 5 for 122. DJ Chark 2 for 109, 2 touches. We did get some yards for our quarterback. I don't talk about Taj. You bums got to play better. That's Ray and Ma. We don't go over Taz and MML. C-Vine, my meta better. That's another CPU win. What did this bum do? Put 2 for 500 though. He padded them stats. Let the CPU gain 489. Trevor Lawrence, Tampa Bay. Dang, I wish I could get Trevor Lawrence from him. He's no longer in the league though. He ain't responded. Lamar 488, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He probably didn't even rush. He got McCaffrey too. That team pretty good. He threw the ball all game. C-Vine with the victory over the Buccaneers, 49-28. My division is terrible, I'm telling you. Marty Smack and PT, 2 Ipsy niggas going on. Mr. Focus with the win over PT. PT was 3-0 too. He got whooped. Marty Smack smacked him around. 446 total yards to 378 for Washington. Time possession. Who got off of Marty? Drew Lock. Damn, they had a perfect rating. 346 with 4 touchdowns, no picks. Deshaun Watson, he wanted that man bad. 146, 2 interceptions. Personally, I think Deshaun Watson is done. He will no longer be relevant in MML, especially with PT. They probably won't even make the playoffs. He's going to fall off. That family always does. Saquon, Watson, he worked out with Saquon, though. 15 for 224 and 3 touchdowns. Damian Williams, 13 for 84. I see you can pass on Marty Smack. Run on Marty Smack. Saquon with a big day in the loss. We're going to go who? Joe Hill. And a big surprise, Shaky, the man, the myth, the legend. pulls out. This might be the upset of MML. It is this year. Shaky averages 1 win a season, and he came out with a big victory over Mr. Inconsistent Joe Hill. Joe Hill was 3-0. Shaky was 0-3 coming into this game. Shaky went for 467. No, he passed because he does not run. He had 3 turnovers. Joe Hill had 4. Let's look at their stats. See how he beat him. Tom Brady, 488 and 5 touchdowns. What, baby?
You ain't even talking about
your food in there. 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Brady. Trask, his rookie, though. He been working out with him. He threw 4 picks this game, though. Did have 3 touchdowns. Rushing, Trask went for 8. Neither one of them told you. Neither one of them rushed the ball. D-Hop, 4 for 156, 3 touchdowns. Cordell, 123, 2 touchdowns for Shaky. Crowder, 6 for 112. They was putting the ball in the air. Shepard, 3 for 91, 2 touchdowns. Gronk, 6 for 83. Man, they were just throwing to everybody. Anyway, in a surprising victory, maybe this can turn Shaky's bad fortunes around. That was the biggest surprise I seen in MML. All right, next game, battle of division rivals and Nitty. Nitty silently been winning and putting up numbers. I don't know if nobody paying attention. I gave that bump Cam. He should throw me a Christmas gift or something. He doing better than I did with him. 427. Let's look at his stats, see what he did. Aaron Rodgers. Oh, I forgot to mention that DK is the worst manager in the history of MML. Got to say that every week. He's part of that family that I told you always fall off too, because I think both of them was 3-1 coming in. No, Nitty's undefeated. Cam Newton, 224, and he know how to play with him. He efficient. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. What he do? Mostart, 21 for 195, so he mixed it up. Kamara didn't do nothing. Let's see what he did receiving. And he got speed all over the field. Valdez Scantlin, though, went for 140 and a touchdown for the Ravens. Hartman, 3 for 134. Niggas trying to act like they ain't got them YouTube schemes, but they be having extraordinary numbers. I'm gonna admit it. I dabble just a little bit. I don't really look at YouTube like that. All my shit be homemade. I create everything I do. All right, Nitty comes out, stays undefeated. He's looking to do big things this year. Where we at? Ipsy Moot beat AJ. AJ started off 2-0, went to a 2-game slide. I think Moot 1-3 or 2-3. Daniel Jones, he will not win with that bum, at least not against me. 246 touchdown interception. Justin Fields had 305 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for AJ and the Steelers. Rushing, JK only rushed 6 for 65. McKinnon, need a better running back though. 10 for 26. You got to be able to run at certain points. But he used, that was Dobbins, 3 for 116, 2 touchdowns. He only got 1 play. I don't know what play he using against that, but I ain't gonna expose him. But I'll smack him if he try that, like I did earlier. CD Lamb, 3 for 86. Grant, 2 for 76 and a touchdown. Radley, 1 for 73 and a touchdown. He put up numbers. That game was closer than the score. I think AJ had a chance and blew it in the end. Oh, yeah. Oh, he let he jacked it in the end. Gave up 21 points in the 4th quarter. Got to get that defense better, AJ. The offense, not bad at all. What we got next? Seahawks. See, that's a big win. We talked to Coco last week. He trying to act like He working stuff off, but that's a division game. And Moan, Mr. I Need Respect, he came away with the win. I don't, I didn't expect that. That's a big victory for him too. He playing good this year. If y'all ain't noticed that. Mariota, he got a bum quarterback though. See what he talking about. He didn't do nothing rushing. Henry 30 for 164. Henry still rushed on him though. He's not, we can't go on a conference call with him. He's not available. Rodgers worked out with him. 25 for 158. 6.3 average, 2 touchdowns. Big win for Damone. Only one turnover. That's usually his problem until he turn the ball over. That's a big win. 21 fourth quarter points to pull away from Coco. That moves them on to 4-0. All right, we're going to talk about this one and another surprise. D. Bosco with a 38-35 victory over Drew. Started off 28-0. Almost jacked that game off too. Drew came back but couldn't pull it out in the end. 4 turnovers. Time of possession 18-9. Let's look at their player stats. Drew got a new quarterback. I think that was a good move once again. Him and Larry made. He only had 153 yards throwing a touchdown. Sam Darnold had 3 picks rushing. Leonard Fournette 13 for 75. Phil Lindsay for the Giants 9 for 68. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Drew said he was working on a new scheme. 5 for 80 and a touchdown for Hurst. Good one, 4 for 63. Smith, where's Ruggs? 3 for 44. Ruggs usually have a big game. He ain't been explosive this season. Don't see Drew can get his stuff together. He lost to D. Bosco. D. Bosco needed that win. I think he 1-3. D. Bosco lost to Nitty this week too. We'll talk about that next week. I gotta call him for a decision he made. Terrible decision. Down big, came back, and 1 for 2. Just terrible. Had all the momentum in the world. Tied the game up. Take it to OT. Packers Bears. We ain't gonna even talk about that because the Bears played the CPU. I hope he did. 63-0. This is his second goose egg. Yeah, he probably played the CPU. 5 turnovers. Garoppolo, 139, 6 touchdowns, interception. He had a good game. Him and Moan. Let's go to that. That's all for week 4. Look at week 5 matchups. Vikings, Packers. Mook gonna win that. Twins. Don't know which one. Don't care. Him and Joe Hill though. I think Joe Hill gonna knock him off. Bengals, Ravens. Just Larry came back with another victory over DK. Just Larry, 2 wins in a row after giving up 70 points. We're going to see how this do for the season. Got AJ and the Steelers against James and the Chiefs. That's a terrible game. I ain't even talk about that one. It's a good game right here. Drew and Marty Smack. Might check that one out if they play anytime soon. Bills, Texans. They got John Ray and one of them twin niggas. Don't know which one, don't care. That should be a good game, though. I think they had a good game last time. Rams, bigger drip, another one. Y'all better keep an eye on. think he 3-1 or 4-1. He knocked off Ray too. He might be trying to come up in MML. We'll see. 28-21. This was a classic right here. Next week we're gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna call Don Bosco. That was terrible. Both of them put up a lot of numbers though. Football team, PT and Ryan. PT will probably win that. They got a rivalry though that goes back some years, so Ryan put up a fight. Bears and Seahawks, that was a great game. I watched the end of that, probably the second half. That was a great game. Damone almost jacked it, but we'll talk about that next week. Falcons, Dolphins, my meta better. Seabond, 38-35 over Cole. Thanks for knocking him off from me. Damn, Atlanta jumped off to a 21-0 lead in that. 28-10 at half and jacked it off. We're going to talk about that next week, too. At least he lost. He in my division. It's a bump. Maul and Meach. Meach going to whoop on Maul. And DL. DL been losing. Coco. Coco need to start winning. I think he 1-3, 2-3. Let's look at the standings right quick. See where everybody at. Look at the NFC. 5-0, Bears 4-1, 4-0. Football team. AFC North. Nitty in control of that division. Colts 3-1, Jaguars. Can't wait to see them play each other. 3-1, Dolphins 3-2. See my Coach White 3-1. Chargers 2. Wow. Oh, no wonder why D. Bosco ain't worried. His division ain't shit. He's gonna. Oh, there go Rose. Rose 1-3. Rose done fell off. Rose, don't call me no more. No more tips or anything. You are a bum, Rose. 1-3. You gotta go through somebody to talk to me now, Rose. Terrible. 4-1. 2-2 Lions. Move 1-3. Packers 0-4. FC South. That's my division. Everybody know that. FC East. PT. Eagles. PT will fall off. The family always does. NFC West Seahawks. Bigger Drip 3-1. On 5-0 silently. Cardinals 1-3. 49ers Coco 1-3. We don't see. I think Moan might win that division this season. He in the driver's seat. That'll be big for him. Although he is on my side, so it ain't gonna matter. Did we already go through this? Yeah, we already went through that. All right, that's it for this week in MML. See you next week. Who I play? I'm on a bad week. So I hope y'all hurry up and play y'all games. I ain't played 4 leagues, ain't played but 1 game in about a week. I think everybody's scared of me now. Niggas just do not want to play me. I'm dead serious. Every time I try to play somebody, they got stuff to do and set it back an hour. I pay 2 hours. Oh, I'm not able to play. That's all right. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Peace.